Today we are going to talk about the past, especially our school life and childhood memories, because many people love talking about the past and sharing stories about their early days. Talking about the past helps English learners practice past tense verbs in a natural and meaningful way, and it also helps us connect emotionally with memories from school, friends, teachers, and hobbies.
Yes, Susan, the past is a wonderful topic because everyone has memories from school and childhood, and these memories are often very emotional and interesting. When we talk about our past, we can share stories about our friends, our favorite subjects, the games we played, and the dreams we had when we were younger.
When I think about my school life in the past, I remember waking up early every morning and getting ready for school with my backpack and books. I remember walking to school with my friends, talking about homework, teachers, and sometimes silly things that made us laugh. School felt very important at that time, and every day felt full of learning and new experiences.
My school life was similar in some ways, but also a little different. I remember wearing a school uniform and sitting in the classroom for many hours every day. I remember listening to teachers, writing notes, and sometimes feeling bored, but also feeling excited when we learned something new or when we had a fun activity in class.
One of my favorite memories from school was spending time with my friends during breaks and lunchtime. We talked about movies, games, and our favorite hobbies. Friends were a very important part of my childhood because they made school life more enjoyable and less stressful. Even today, I still remember their faces, voices, and laughter very clearly.
Friends were very important to me as well, especially during my childhood. I remember playing games with my friends after school and during weekends. We played outdoor games like football and cricket, and sometimes we invented our own games using simple things. These moments were special because we did not worry about phones or technology at that time.
When I think about childhood hobbies, I remember that I loved drawing and reading books. I spent many hours drawing pictures and imagining stories in my mind. Reading books helped me escape into different worlds and learn new things. These hobbies helped shape my personality and interests later in life.
As a child, my hobbies were mostly related to sports and movies. I loved watching movies, especially adventure and action movies, and then pretending to be the hero with my friends. I also enjoyed playing video games, but only for a short time because my parents always encouraged me to play outside more.
Talking about games from the past brings back many memories. We played simple games that did not need expensive equipment, but they brought us a lot of happiness. Games helped us learn teamwork, patience, and problem solving. Even though the games were simple, the joy we felt was very real and meaningful.
Yes, games played a big role in our childhood. I remember coming home from school, finishing my homework quickly, and then running outside to play with my friends. We played until it got dark and our parents called us inside. Those moments felt free and joyful, and they taught us many life lessons.
Movies were also an important part of my past. I remember watching movies with my family during weekends or holidays. These movies often inspired my dreams and imagination. Some movies made me want to travel, some made me want to help people, and others simply made me laugh and relax after a long school week.
I also remember watching movies as a child and feeling deeply inspired by the characters. Movies influenced my dreams and goals, especially when I was young. I remember thinking about becoming a scientist, a teacher, or even an actor at different stages of my childhood, depending on the movies I watched.
Dreams from childhood are very interesting to think about now. When I was in school, I dreamed about having a successful and happy life, but I did not fully understand what that meant. My dreams changed as I grew older, but the excitement and hope I felt as a child were very strong and pure.
My childhood dreams were also very big and sometimes unrealistic, but they motivated me to work hard. I dreamed about doing something meaningful and making my parents proud. Even though my dreams changed over time, the desire to learn and improve stayed with me throughout my life.
Teachers also played a very important role in my school life. I remember some teachers who were kind, patient, and supportive. They made learning enjoyable and helped me feel confident. A good teacher can leave a lasting impact on a student's life, and I still remember some of my teachers clearly.
Yes, teachers can influence us deeply. I remember a few teachers who encouraged me when I felt unsure about myself. They explained lessons clearly and motivated students to ask questions. These teachers made school feel like a safe and interesting place to learn and grow.
My favorite subject in school was English, even in the past. I enjoyed reading stories, writing essays, and learning new words. English classes helped me express my thoughts and feelings better. That love for language stayed with me and became an important part of who I am today.
My favorite subject in school was science, especially because it helped me understand how the world works. I enjoyed learning about experiments, nature, and simple scientific ideas. Science classes made me curious and encouraged me to ask questions about everything around me.
Looking back at the past, I feel grateful for my school life, childhood friends, hobbies, and experiences. Even though not everything was perfect, those years helped shape my personality and values. Talking about the past reminds me of how far I have come and how important those early experiences were.
I feel the same way, Susan. When I think about my past, I see many lessons, memories, and emotions. School life, childhood games, dreams, and friendships all played a role in shaping who I am today. Talking about the past helps us understand ourselves better and appreciate our journey.
When I think more deeply about my school days, I also remember the small moments that felt very important at that time, like preparing for exams, waiting nervously for results, and feeling proud when I did well. School taught me discipline, responsibility, and how to manage time. Even though studying was sometimes stressful, it helped me develop habits that are still useful today.
Yes, exams were a big part of our school life in the past. I remember studying late at night before exams and feeling nervous on the morning of the test. At the same time, finishing an exam gave a feeling of relief and satisfaction. Those moments taught me how to handle pressure and how important preparation is in life.
Another strong memory from my childhood is participating in school activities like competitions, performances, and group projects. These activities helped me become more confident and comfortable speaking in front of others. Even simple activities like reading aloud in class or working in groups helped me develop communication skills that I still use today.
I also remember school activities very clearly, especially sports days and cultural programs. I enjoyed participating in team activities because they taught me cooperation and teamwork. Standing on the field with my classmates, cheering for each other, and sharing victories or losses created strong bonds that I still remember with warmth.
Friendships during school were very pure and honest. We shared secrets, dreams, and fears without worrying too much about the future. I remember helping friends with homework and receiving help in return. These friendships taught me trust, kindness, and the importance of supporting others during difficult times.
My friendships from childhood were similar. I remember spending hours talking with friends about our favorite movies, games, and future plans. We believed anything was possible, and those conversations were full of imagination. Even though we lost contact with some friends over time, the memories remain very special.
When I think about childhood hobbies again, I realize how much free time we had compared to now. I spent time drawing, reading, and sometimes writing short stories. These hobbies allowed me to express myself creatively without pressure. They helped me develop patience and focus, which are important skills even as an adult.
My childhood hobbies were very active, and I loved being outdoors. Playing sports, running around, and exploring nearby areas with friends made me feel energetic and alive. Those activities helped me stay physically active and taught me the value of teamwork and healthy competition, lessons that still influence my lifestyle today.
Games from childhood were not only about fun, but also about learning social skills. We learned how to follow rules, take turns, and resolve small conflicts. Losing a game taught us how to accept failure, and winning taught us humility. These lessons were simple but very valuable for personal growth.
Yes, games taught us many life lessons without us realizing it at that time. I remember arguing with friends during games and then quickly making up and playing again. Those moments taught us forgiveness and understanding. Today, I see how those simple childhood experiences helped shape my character.
Movies from the past also played an important role in shaping our thoughts and dreams. Watching movies as a child felt magical because everything seemed new and exciting. Some movies made me laugh, some made me cry, and others inspired me to dream big and believe in myself.
I remember watching movies with my family and friends and talking about them afterward. Movies gave us common topics to discuss and helped us imagine different worlds and possibilities. Sometimes a single movie could influence how I thought about courage, friendship, or success for a long time.
Talking about dreams again, I remember how often my dreams changed during school years. One year I wanted to become a writer, another year a teacher, and sometimes something completely different. These changing dreams were part of growing up and discovering who I was and what I enjoyed doing.
My dreams also changed many times as I grew older. At first, my dreams were influenced by people around me, like teachers or characters from movies. Over time, my dreams became more realistic and connected to my skills and interests. Looking back, each dream helped guide me towards self-understanding.
Teachers helped guide those dreams by encouraging curiosity and learning. Some teachers noticed my interests and motivated me to improve. A teacher's encouragement can make a student feel capable and confident. I still remember kind words from teachers that helped me believe in myself.
I also remember teachers who challenged me to think differently and ask questions. Some teachers were strict, but they cared deeply about our education. Their guidance helped me develop discipline and respect for learning. Even now, I remember their lessons and advice.
Favorite subjects often reflect our interests and strengths. My love for English began in school when I enjoyed reading stories and expressing my thoughts through writing. That subject helped me communicate better and understand different perspectives. It slowly became a passion that stayed with me.
My interest in science started with curiosity about how things work. Experiments and explanations made learning exciting for me. Science taught me logical thinking and problem-solving skills. Even though I chose a different path later, the skills I learned in science classes remain useful.
Looking back at childhood, I also remember the simple joy of holidays and vacations. School holidays felt long and full of possibilities. We spent time with family, traveled sometimes, or simply rested at home. Those breaks helped us recharge and create beautiful memories.
Yes, holidays were a special time in the past. I remember waiting eagerly for holidays and planning activities with friends. Holidays gave us freedom from routine and allowed us to explore interests without pressure. Those moments helped balance school life and personal happiness.
The past also includes challenges and difficulties that helped us grow. Not every school day was easy or happy. Sometimes we felt stressed, confused, or disappointed. However, facing those challenges taught us resilience and helped us develop emotional strength.
I agree completely. Difficult moments in school and childhood taught us valuable lessons. Learning to deal with failure, criticism, or misunderstandings prepared us for adult life. These experiences shaped our mindset and taught us how to keep going even when things felt hard.
As adults, talking about the past helps us reflect on how much we have changed and grown. It reminds us of our roots and the experiences that shaped our values. Sharing these memories can be comforting and inspiring, especially when we realize that growth takes time.
Talking about the past also helps English learners practice important grammar like the past tense. By sharing memories, learners can practice language naturally while also reflecting on meaningful experiences. This makes learning English more personal and enjoyable.
Remembering school life, childhood friends, hobbies, dreams, games, movies, teachers, and favorite subjects connects us to who we once were. These memories remind us that growth is a journey. Understanding our past helps us appreciate our present and look forward to the future with confidence.
Yes, reflecting on the past helps us understand ourselves better. Every experience, good or bad, contributes to who we are today. By talking about these memories, we not only practice English, but also celebrate our personal stories and life experiences.
As we come closer to the end of our conversation about the past, I want to reflect a little more on how childhood and school life shaped our personality and values. When I look back, I realize that many habits I have today, such as discipline, curiosity, and empathy, were formed during those early years. School life taught me how to interact with different people, respect rules, and slowly understand responsibility.
That is very true, Susan. When I think about my childhood and school days, I see them as the foundation of who I am today. The experiences I had with friends, teachers, and even challenges helped me build confidence and patience. Even small things, like learning to wait my turn or helping a classmate, taught me important life lessons that stayed with me.
Another important part of the past is the emotional connection we had with our surroundings. As children, we felt emotions very strongly. Happiness, sadness, excitement, and fear were all experienced deeply. School events, friendships, and even small achievements felt very big at that time. These emotions made our memories strong and meaningful, which is why we still remember them clearly today.
Yes, emotions played a huge role in shaping our memories. I remember feeling extremely happy when I achieved something small, like winning a game or receiving praise from a teacher. I also remember feeling disappointed when things did not go well. These emotional experiences taught me how to handle feelings and understand myself better as I grew older.
Talking about the past also helps us see how much the world has changed. When we were children, life was simpler in many ways. Technology was limited, and we spent more time talking face-to-face, playing outdoors, and using our imagination. These experiences helped us develop creativity and communication skills naturally.
I agree completely. Childhood in the past was very different from today. We created our own fun using simple things, and that helped us become resourceful and imaginative. Even though technology today offers many advantages, those simple moments from the past taught us how to enjoy life without constant distractions.
Another memory I value deeply is the support we received from family during our school years. Parents and family members encouraged us, guided us, and sometimes corrected us when needed. Their support helped us stay focused on education and personal growth. Looking back, I appreciate their efforts much more now than I did as a child.
Family support was very important for me as well. I remember my parents helping me with homework, encouraging me during difficult times, and celebrating small successes. That support created a sense of security and motivation. It helped me believe that effort and honesty mattered more than immediate success.
The past also reminds us that learning is a lifelong journey. School life was just the beginning. The habits we developed then, such as reading, asking questions, and practicing skills, continue to help us learn new things even today. Childhood curiosity often becomes adult wisdom when nurtured properly. Yes, learning did not stop after school. The curiosity we developed during childhood encouraged us to keep learning throughout life. Whether it is learning a new skill, a new language, or understanding people better, the foundation was built during those early years in school. For English learners, talking about the past is not only emotionally meaningful, but also very useful for language practice. Sharing memories helps practice past tense verbs naturally. It allows learners to speak freely about their own experiences, making learning more personal and enjoyable.
That is an excellent point. When learners talk about their childhood, school life, friends, or dreams, they feel more connected to the language. This emotional connection makes remembering words and structures easier. Learning English becomes less about memorization and more about communication.
We encourage everyone listening to think about their own past and try to describe it in simple English. You can talk about your school, your favorite teacher, your best friend, or the games you loved. Even simple sentences are enough. The goal is to express yourself clearly and confidently.
Yes, start slowly and do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When you talk about your past, you are practicing important language skills and also reflecting on meaningful moments of your life. This makes learning English both useful and emotionally rewarding.
Before we finish, I want to remind everyone that everyone's past is different and every story is valuable. There is no right or wrong experience. What matters is sharing your story honestly and learning from it. Your past experiences have helped shape who you are today.
Absolutely, Susan. Our past connects us to our present and helps guide our future. By understanding where we came from, we can move forward with more confidence and clarity. Talking about the past is not just about memories, but about growth and self-awareness.
We hope this conversation about the past, school life, childhood, friends, hobbies, dreams, games, movies, teachers, and favorite subjects has helped you feel more comfortable talking about your own experiences in English. Remember, slow and clear practice leads to strong results over time. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today and listening carefully. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful for learning English, please remember to like this video, subscribe to #1 English, and share it with anyone who is learning English. Your support helps us create more calm, clear, and useful English learning videos for you. Please leave a comment and tell us one memory from your past that you would like to share in English.
We love reading your comments and learning about your experiences. Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember that learning English is a journey. Thank you for being with us today, and we will see you in the next lesson.